Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to No Orgasm Mastery. So, first side effect, I lost my eye. Kidding, I'm practicing. My right eye is naturally a little bit weaker than left eye. So I gotta practice my vision for the right eye. So I'm covering the left one. And I want to talk about chain reaction failing. What is chain reaction failing? It's basically what I'm experiencing right now, and that it can lead you, if you don't like stop yourself or don't realize that you're in a chain reaction failing, it can lead you to a really dark place or pretty much back where you started. What I mean by that? I mean by that is when you fail on no orgasm challenge. So for example, I failed I think on New Year's Eve, and then I just keep failing now. I'm not watching porn, I'm not masturbating, but I'm having more orgasms than usual during sex, and I can already see that the sex is becoming more like orgasm driven, and I mean it's not as good, the sex act is not as sensitive as if you were to be without orgasms. So, you know, it's more like orgasm driven. You just wanna ejaculate, and it's definitely not as good as when you are on up to 30 days of no orgasm challenge. And this I wanna relate to many people who are struggling with a porn addiction. So I remember before, in my days, I would be 10, usually it was 1 week to 10 days or something like that, up to 2 weeks, and then I would fail for some reason, and then the next few days I would just keep failing every day, and sometimes even multiple times a day, because it was the chain reaction failing, where you just said, fuck it, I failed already, what's the point on going from the beginning? And this is the wrong mindset, because this can really bear you down, and you go to a more extreme kind of porn. You know, first time you fail, you probably watch just some, you know, I don't know, naked girls, pictures of naked girls. Then second time you fail, you already need to watch some softcore porn maybe. Then third time you fail, you're already going to, you know, a little bit hardcore porn, maybe some, I don't know, lesbians or some other kind of variation of porn. And then you just going down fourth time, just going more down, and then at the end you're just going back to that shitty kind of nasty porn that you've been watching, I don't know, what's called SM and all those other things, where really rough porn, you know. And basically that's where you want to stop it. If you fail once, the best is to stop it, otherwise you're gonna go all the way back to that nasty shit. And if you just fail once, you know, you're not going all the way back, rewiring your brain pathways to that shitty porn, and your reward threshold is still, you see, if you fail once, I did, for example, during sex, for me, orgasm is still good, but if I was failing every day, we would need to practice some other kind of sex, and I would get to some other shit, wanna try anal with my girlfriend or something like that, you know. Over time, I'm sure it would lead to that, and that's why you have to stop it where it is, and just rewire or get back that sensitivity that you got. So if you, for example, fail to porn, and you've been watching some naked girls, pictures of naked girls or something, stop it right there, and don't fail again. Start your no orgasm journey again, because if you continue, you're gonna rewire your brain pathways, and the sensitivity will get much lower, and your reward threshold will get much higher. And what I'm saying is it will be harder to start again, and you'll get even more and more depressed. Because you know, if you just fail once, you're starting and you still have that kind of control over your brain. So that's what I was talking before about the role of amygdala. Amygdala is a part of brain that pretty much gives you breaks on different actions that you take. So pretty much if you're not addicted to porn, the amygdala says pretty much you have a thought about watching porn, and if you're a long time on orgasm challenge, the amygdala brain part of brain says it's not a good idea to go to porn, and you start to imagine that you would be depressed and you would go back to the old habits which you were not happy with. But if you're at the beginning, the signal from watching porn is really strong, and that part, the questioning part, where you feel, where you know you're gonna feel depressed, is the signal is really low. So that's why if you're just watching porn, it's like a never-ending cycle, because that bad signal is really strong at the beginning. And that's why you have to break this cycle and just do like a hardcore mode on like at least 2 to 3 weeks, where period where after that it's gonna be much easier, but those 2-3 weeks are the hardest. So I know it's not the easiest when you are in that chain reaction failing. You know, you're already saying like, fuck it, I'm gonna fail today. But just remember, if you fail today, it's gonna be much harder to start over again. And the more times you fail, the harder it will become to start over. So stay strong with your mind, practice meditation, get out there in nature, and I'll see you in the next episode.